Alrighty, let's try this one more time. I wasn't videotaping. Let me show you my mess. It's kind of dark in here, so you might not be able to see. No, I don't think you can. Anyway, I have gotten rid of another 30 or 40 books. Try and balance this on the arm of my... Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. Bedtime chat again. My kitty is just being silly here. Sometimes he likes to go halfway under the covers and come out again. There's his tail. Oh, he is so silly. That's my old man. He's the cuddle bug. He's the one that likes to cuddle, right? Yeah. He's such a good old man. Yes. He loves to be petted, but he's in my way and I'm trying to film. So, I've gone through some boxes. I've put check marks against the ones that we're going to go through when we get to the apartment. I started going through some, and there are some things I really want in some and most of what I want in the others. I had gotten small boxes to put books in, to pack those away, and I had a whole box of those full of CDs. I don't listen to CDs anymore. I got a few I keep for the car. So I've got 2 boxes and a bag full of clothes to get rid of. I went through all my summer clothes, packed in a box what I wanted to keep. I really did get rid of a lot of clothes. And then I went through, I still have another bin to go through that has my winter clothes. I think it's got some other stuff in it. I'm going to go through that, and I am not going to keep anything that I'm not wearing anymore. There's no point. So that's what I'm up to. I hope I'm loud enough here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready for bed. I watched a bunch of Christmas movies, of all things. But they were so nice. Mom and I sat here together and watched the movies. So that was really, really nice. Just the two of us, because we'd had a busy day. Mom was busy in her room going through some boxes and going through some personal things and stuff. So she was busy doing that while I was going through. So I've packed a box full of summer clothes. I took out and put in my dressers. I took out all the summer clothes, got rid of what I don't wear anymore or what I don't think I'll wear. Because if I didn't wear them this summer, I'm not going to wear them next summer. So I got rid of those. I was pretty ruthless about those. I got rid of some winter sweaters that I'm not fussy on. I still have another bin to go through, as I said. So, and then I've got a big box full of stuff to bring to the thrift store. I've got a box of CDs. I've got a box and a half of books to get rid of. And I'm going through, the house is a mess. It's a disaster. I'm almost frustrated. I got to a point, I don't know if I mentioned in my video last night, they were supposed to come in and do some debugging, foggy stuff, and I had to go through. I was supposed to, according to the rules, take everything out of my cupboards in the kitchen. Where the hell I was going to put them, I don't know. And everything had to be 2 feet away from the walls. Well, I stayed up late last night. I filmed a little bit, but I didn't upload it, and I'm not going to bother because it was really, the sound was terrible on it because the camera was far. I wanted to show you what I had to pull out, and it didn't work out as well. I need a new camera is what I need. Desperately need a new camera. I'd love to get one of those GoPros or something like that, whatever. But anyway. Phoned them this morning, said, look, there's no way. I mean, 1 day's notice is not enough for us when we have so many boxes and stuff. And he had said, sorry, I made a mistake. I gave you the wrong date. They weren't going to come till next week. I said, forget it. I haven't seen any bugs since, the last couple of days, since they did some spraying in the halls of, like all of the units that I don't know, whatever you call it. They're little trap doors or something that, where they can get at piping and stuff. And they sprayed in the halls and in the ceilings and stuff the other day, and I haven't seen anything since. So I think it's just one or two might get in like under the door, because I have done with the ant problem I had. I did so much caulking around all the pipes, around everything, so there was nothing that could come in. And of course I was thinking ants, not cockroaches or bugs of any kind. So, and I'm ground level here, so I know that when the windows are open, or whatever, we're going to get a few beetles, a few ants, few spiders, stuff like that. Nothing normal bugs, right? So anyway, I said, look, unless I see more than one of them, I'm not going to bother you guys. You can do what you need to do when we leave, because we've got another 2 months to go here. So sippy sip time. Anyway, I've got to have a shower, wash my hair. When you're dealing with a lot of books and papers and stuff like that, and of course I'm constantly doing this, getting rid of my hair out of my face. Tempted to let it grow again. I think I probably will. I liked it short, but kind of like long hair too, so I don't know. Those are the things that I've been doing, but the house is like a total disaster. It's almost so overwhelming to sort of get rid of that overwhelming feeling. Mom and I sat and watched some movies for a while, and then after that, I hadn't washed the bathroom, like scrubbed it like top to bottom, all the counters, all under the sink, whatever, tub, in a while. So I just stripped it down and scrubbed everything, and so I felt a little better after that. I emptied the cupboard. I don't know where all that stuff came from, because I did an organizational video where I had reorganized underneath my sink, and it was fairly organized, and suddenly I had more stuff under there than I ever imagined. And I don't know, do I just throw it in the cupboard and close the door and pretend it's not there? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. And some of it was Mom's too. So I emptied that all out, kind of organized it a little bit, and just left the stuff that we use daily or weekly in there. And I'm going to wait until we move, because we will have more cupboard space. And like I have, when I go shopping, if there's a sale on, like toothpaste and deodorant, things like that. Not so much deodorant, I've got a couple of them, but soaps and shampoos and stuff, when there's a really, really good sale. I don't buy it just for the sake of buying it. So I've got those extra things, and I'd like to sort of compartmentalize those and get those organized. But until I move into the new place, I really won't know where. And if I have too many of anything, I'll either give it to my son's family or get rid of it, or my daughter's if she needs it. That's what I'm up to. I really want to. Do you know the hardest thing about wanting to minimize your life is getting rid of stuff? I mean, I know it's hard to get rid of stuff. I think a couple of things are really hard to get rid of, like my books. They're my, pride and joy. I love my books. Here, I'll twist this around here. I mean, you've probably seen them before, but that's one of my bookcases. The other one's over there. I've gone through the other one pretty much, but a lot of these books I haven't read. Some of them I've read, but I really, really want to keep, because I'd like to reread them. So anyway, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. And then of course the crafter in me, there's a lot of stuff that I can repurpose with my crafts. Well, I don't know whether to do it now and get rid of stuff, or whether to wait till we move in the apartment where I'll have my own room and have my cabinets where I can put things in it and then reorganize all my crafts then. It's those decisions to make, that's really, really hard to, go through when you're moving. I think I'm finding it more difficult now because Mom and I are merging together. In all my other moves, I always enjoyed the moves because that was the time when I could clean up and I really declutter. And I usually do a pretty good job. This time, I don't know whether it's a mental block or whether it's because we're trying to merge two people together. I think if I had a partner, a husband or something, or a boyfriend, we were going to move in together, I probably would have the same issues. Am I going to want this later? And a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, I do use, but I love the cleanliness of a minimized home, a simplified home where, you have just a smaller amount, kind of like instead of having 12 plates, I have 4. Instead of having a dozen glasses, I have 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. Anyway. So those are all the things that kind of go through my head as I'm getting ready to prepare to move. And some of it I'm kind of saying, well, maybe I should wait until I move to be absolutely sure. In quite a few videos this summer, when I did my artificial cactus planters, I loved those, and I think that adds that kind of simplified look to the home. And then I had all kinds of artificial flowers, because I like flowers and I like the color. I packed those away because I might use them for my crafts, so it's just sometimes it's just a little overwhelming going through all of this stuff. And I've got a lot of papers, a lot of stuff. So I think I'll feel better once I bring, like I was supposed to do it today, but once I bring the stuff that I have now all parceled up and wrapped up and bring them to the thrift store, that'll eliminate some of the clutter that's in here, and maybe I'll feel a little better after that. And I need to go and pick up some more boxes. I had picked up some. They didn't have any of the medium size, which is the size that I like. They only had the large. Then there's the extra large, which are almost like wardrobe size. And the large ones I find are too big because I think packing them up will make them too heavy. So I guess I'm the kind of person, I'd rather have 20 medium boxes rather than 10 or 15 large boxes. Maybe it's just me, but that's just the way I like things. So, and then I've got some lamps to get rid of. I've got some stuff to get rid of. It's just frustrating as heck. I want to welcome my new subscribers. I have a few you guys have joined me. Unfortunately, you've joined at a kind of a rotten time when I'm not doing any DIYs, I'm not doing any crafts, I'm really not showing you any organization things. I'm just doing a lot of these vlogs, just babbling away. But, welcome to my channel. Stick around. I mean, things do get more interesting. At least I thought they did. Who knows? But I really, really appreciate everyone that's joining us and joining me and the YouTube family and all of our wonderful friends. Thanks for my dear friends that return, every time I put up a video and send me some nice comments and prayers and so on when we're going through tough times. But I want to get back into the swing of doing videos and doing them, nice and you know, makeup on, dressed up nice like I used to. You guys are seeing me in the bare raw, in the raw, in the rough, not in the raw, not in that kind of raw, in the rough, in the roughness, in the roughness. Oh well, anyway guys, I am going to bed. It's 2 in the morning. I am really, really tired. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for sticking out this craziness that we've been going through since Mom came to live with me, and has opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, you know. And I think my lesson that needs to be learned right now is more patience and more patience. And I smile at Mom more, because she does get her words mixed up, and she does forget things, and she worries about things. So we have little chats, you know, because she really hardly moved at all in her life. And I mean, in comparison, I've moved like every 5 minutes. And, you know, she was worried about who was going to move us and how we were going to move and little things like that. And I says, you know, I said, well, we've got my son that's going to help us, and we're going to rent a truck. And once we have all the boxes packed and we have a trolley, she thought we had to go buy a trolley. I said, no. My son has a trolley, and we'll be able to move everything out, and no worries. And she said, oh, well, I was just thinking about those things, you know. And sometimes I think she worries because she hasn't been through this as many times as I have in my life. So, you know, I usually get anxious a few days before because I don't like to move things that are not packed. And sometimes you wait too long to pack something, and then you regret not packing it properly. And that happens often. You know, there'll always be something, but I don't like to move little pieces. I would rather have containers, boxes, pack it all up, move it on out. You know, I don't like to have anything loose that you have to carry that might break and whatever. So anyway, Mom and I have these little chats, and she does worry about little things, and you know, and that's natural for her. And I explain things as best as I can, and sometimes she'll ask me 2 or 3 times the same thing during the day, and I just, you know, I just remember what it was like when little kids asked you to say, "Mummy this, Mummy that," you know, and we just have to be more patient. And then I realized that pretty much my dog is the same. He's an old man, and sometimes I need to be a little more patient with him too. He wants up, he wants down, he wants up, he wants down. You know, he wants to go here, he wants to be fed, he wants to eat more, which he's not going to because I don't want him to get fat. And I'm trying to, you know, he's never been a once-a-day dog feeding. It's always been at least twice a day, and a snack in the nighttime. Imagine he's just like a kid. Anyway, I am babbling on. I'm really, really tired. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you again soon in the continuing saga of my life with Mom. See you soon, guys. Bye for now.